Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of the Director of Football Challenge with Livorno. Now we're about about 8 or 9 games into the season so far, and I think it's fair to say we are struggling. So when we last met was of course the Inter Milan game. We followed that up with a really highly disappointing 1-1 draw against Lecce. Leonardo Salerno gave us the lead in the 15th minute, but they equalised in the 95th minute. And Lecce, one of the newly promoted sides, they're one of the worst sides in the division, and if we are to have any sort of success this season, we cannot be dropping points against them. But unfortunately we did, and we only came away with a point. We then went away to Bologna, who were having an awful season, and we did manage to get the win. Matthias Svanberg gave them the lead in the 26th minute, but Shea Bacassa and Samuel Longo got us the goals, both of them playing up front, combining nicely, and we got 3 points, very much needed. And this started the run of 3 defeats on the bounce. The first was against Juventus. This can't be avoided. You know, we'll play Juventus even at home. It's highly unlikely we're going to get anything against them. Moise Kean got himself a hat-trick. Miralem Pjanic got himself a goal as well. Ante Coric got his first goal for the club. But it looked quite even on the stats, but there wasn't to be. We then went away to AC Milan and got beat by the exact same scoreline. Andrea Silva with a double, Politano and Kessie getting the goals for AC Milan. Shea Bacassa getting himself another goal for us, but in this match, we were dominated. We then went away to Fiorentina and they beat us as well. Marco de Grassa gave them the lead in the 8th minute. Clearson doubled their lead in the 23rd. Nicola Maru did give us the slightest little bit of hope in the 38th minute for maybe getting a point, but unfortunately, we got beat again. And finally, we played Vicenza in the Italian Cup 4th qualifying round, and we did manage to scrape by them just about. Shea Bacassa gave us the lead in the 8th minute, and we are safely through to the next round. And all of that sees the league table looking like this. We are in 16th position. Bologna, Udinese, Crotone and Lecce are the only teams who are currently below us. 2 wins, 1 draw and 5 defeats. And I mean, look at the defeats. Fiorentina away from home, you'd expect it. AC Milan away from home, you would expect it. Juventus, Inter and Roma, you do expect us to get beat against them teams. So I guess it hasn't been that disappointing of a start when you actually look into what the fixtures have been. But in terms of the draw against Lecce, that should be a win. And obviously the 2 wins against Bologna and Udinese, they are against teams who are below us in the league. So we are going to have to start doing better against teams that you'd maybe not expect us to do better against. But going forward, we are going to have to book our ideas up pretty quickly. And in terms of today's game, we are at home to Atalanta, who are sitting quite high, 6th in the league. Only defeat this season coming away at AC Milan. 4 wins and 3 draws. We're going to have to be at our best if we're going to get anything from this game. And this is the lineup that we're going to go with today. Andan, Belagioli, Bogdan, Balbuena, Muru, Agazi, Matazzelli, Mangano and Ante Coric, Shea Bacassa and Samuel Longo against that. Very defensive. I imagine wing play is going to be key to their success. Taylor, whoever this guy is on the left-hand side, a wonder kid, is he? Doesn't look like a wonder kid. I suppose if you look at him more in the central midfield position or the defensive midfield position, he would maybe be a bit more. But that's such a strange place to play him. Visca, he looks quite good. But yeah, this team, I don't see why they're 6th in the league. So you never know, maybe we might get something. And we kick off at home, shooting from left to right against Atalanta. We could really do with 3 points. They've got Andrea Petagna sitting on the bench. I would take him in a heartbeat. Balbuena with a long ball over the top. Samuel Longo was there, and he gives us the 1-0 lead. It was a bit dodgy there at the back. Belagioli was back here, controlling the ball right next to our goalkeeper. We managed to play it out from the back, and then Balbuena with a big kick up over the top, and Longo latches onto it well. And he's doing okay when he's getting the games. Another highlight, Mangano with a free kick. And Pellizzari, I have no idea what the keeper was doing there. But Mangano, I'm pretty sure his free kick taking stat isn't that great. And as we can see, it wasn't even that great of a free kick. Well, Pellizzari has let it slip there. But 2-0 up. Absolutely fantastic stuff as the highlights keep on coming. And Atlanta look like they can break with Visca down this right-hand side. There's a lot of space on the left-hand side. If Saicedo can switch, he can. Taylor's there. It would just be my luck if he ends up putting on a masterclass after we criticised the fact that they were playing him at left wing. But despite being 2-0 down, Atlanta are not changing their formation. Whereas in my mind, you'd want to be pushing these wingers up, or maybe the attacking midfielder from the defensive midfield position. But they're not doing it right now, and we will take that going into half-time. But there's 2 minutes left, and there is another highlight. Maru on this left-hand side. Please get the ball in back post. So much space for Belagioli. and it goes just over the bar. And there we are, half time. Livorno 2, Atalanta 0. You can't ask for much more than that. We'll kick off for the second half. Highlight, Ante Koric with a free kick. Plazzari, he spills it again. I thought that might have been another one where Plazzari does not do himself any favours. I mean, look at Plazzari's average rating. That should be down in 6.1, 6.2 area, not 6.7. Highlight now, Atalanta with the attack. Taylor crosses the ball in, Moussa Sissoko. Melagioni back to Sissoko, and it goes just wide. I'll take it. 20 minutes to go in this match. We will look to make some changes. Who is struggling? Nicola Maru is very struggling. We'll bring on Gasparo on for him. Agazi will come off for Mungo, and we'll save our last substitution just in case we need it. Melagioni with a free kick, and Antonio Adan can't keep it out. And now it's suddenly a very nervy last 17 minutes. 2 direct free kicks in this game. I very rarely see a direct free kick go in at all. Never mind 2 in one game, but Melagioni brings Atalanta level, and we're just going to go to a balanced team mentality. Oh, another free kick, and Taylor to take it this time. Please get rid. Oh my god. Indirect free kick this time, and then offside. Please, VAR. Please rule it out. They ruled it out. Right, we're going to contain. We're going to make our last sub of the game. 87 minutes gone now. Mangano is struggling. We'll bring on Galvan in that central midfield. Ante Koric has displaced Galvan in that attack midfielder position, and Galvan's left. He's not getting much game time, so I try to bring him on every so often in central midfield. But we managed to hang on, and we managed to beat 6th place Atalanta 2-1. Now at home, you know, we've got to start winning these sort of games, you know. If we're going to, I don't want to just avoid relegation anymore. I want to be pushing into the top half, but Mangano's just not taking me positivity. Never mind. But yeah, we do need to start winning our home games, and we've done so just there. Into 14th position now on 10 points, 3 wins, 1 draw and 5 defeats. Atalanta dropped to 7th position after that defeat as well. So, you know, we're only 5 points off 7th place. We are now 4 points clear from the relegation zone, and pretty much everyone on the bottom end of the table has played the same amount of games. I guess we can be reasonably content with our start without being ecstatic. So in terms of the next episode, it will be Pescara just before the January transfer window, so we'll play that and then we'll return for the January transfer window. Anyway, if you have enjoyed today's video, please consider leaving a like, and if you're enjoying my content, get yourself subscribed. But until next time, take it easy.